Cash assistance to families affected by Typhoon Odette will be distributed just like the COVID-19 pandemic aid. The assistance will amount to 5,000 pesos per family. Acting presidential spokesman Carlo Nograles says the funds are to be downloaded Wednesday, December 29, even as the budget department is still looking for fund sources. Nograles says the cash is intended for severely affected families. The assistance is distinct from the 5,000 peso shelter assistance promised by the Human Settlements and Urban Development Department, which will go to 97,000 families. Meantime, coastal residents and qualified tenure migrants of typhoon-struck Siargao will be given parcels of land farther from the sea.
Ito po doon po ginagamit sa mga protected areas, no? Ang Siargao po kasi ay na-ideklara pong protected area to.
The Environment and Natural Resources Department says this prevents the residents from being victims of another typhoon. But unless expedited, the process could take years. The number of beneficiaries and how much land each family will receive from the plan have yet to be released. Nearly 2 years and over 600 case bulletins later, the Philippine Health Department says it will no longer release daily social media updates on COVID-19 cases in the country beginning January 1, 2022. In an advisory on Monday, December 27, the DOH says the move was part of an effort to streamline public communication. Updates will instead be reflected every 4 p.m. daily on the government's official tracker hosted on the DOH's website. Up until the announcement, daily case tallies were usually posted on social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter, along with messaging platforms like Viber. Health officials said the agency will continue to provide regular updates on the health crisis, usually done through press conferences streamed online. Acting presidential spokesman and cabinet secretary Carlo Nograles meantime says the government hopes the number of cases won't be as critical a metric because of how jabs are supposed to prevent hospitalization.
Right now, we are really ramping up our vaccinations. And the focus right now is on the vaccination. We have a target by first quarter of next year, aabot na tayo ng 77 million Filipinos fully vaccinated.
The government's decision comes as the threat of the more transmissible Omicron variant looms over the country.
Need more context, clarity, and perspective? Get the full picture with Rappler Plus. With exclusive content and events, you'll get an opportunity to discuss issues with reporters, experts, and featured guests while helping Rappler continue its fearless journalism. Join now.
Senator Risa Ontiveros posts bail Tuesday, December 28, over the wiretapping complaint filed against her by former Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre. Ontiveros paid 36,000 pesos at the Metropolitan Trial Court following the release of the arrest order against her on Monday, December 27. Aguirre accuses Hontiveros of wiretapping in October 2017 after Hontiveros, in a privileged speech, publicized a photo of Aguirre texting at the Senate during its probe on the killing of Kian de los Santos. Zooming into the photo, Aguirre was shown to have texted Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption member Jing Paras to expedite the cases against Hontiveros. At the time, there were no complaints filed against Hontiveros. As of December 2021, there are still no complaints filed against her by the group. In a statement Tuesday, Hontiveros repeats her call for the dismissal of the case, calling it worthless and baseless. Hong Kong prosecutors Tuesday, December 28, filed a seditious publications charge against jailed founder of pro-democracy newspaper Apple Daily, Jimmy Lai. The additional charge accuses Lai of conspiracy to print, publish, sell, distribute seditious publications between April 2019 and June 24, 2021. Reuters reports prosecutors allege that the publications can bring into hatred or contempt or to excite disaffection against the Hong Kong and Chinese governments. Lai appeared in court with 6 other former Apple Daily staff. The daily tabloid closed in June after authorities raided the newspaper, arrested staff on national security grounds, and froze assets. Lai is among the most prominent people to be charged under the national security law that was enacted in June 2020. He has been convicted in several unauthorized assembly cases and has been detained for over a year now. Prosecutors in Davao Occidental indicts actor Enchong Dee over a cyber libel complaint. Drivers' Party List Representative Claudine Bautista Lim filed the complaint. Bautista Lim was criticized on social media for her July 26 wedding at the luxurious Balasin Island Resort in Polillo, Quezon. Others included in Lib's complaint were singer-actors Agot Isidro, comedians Pokwang and Ogie Diaz, Didi Marie Holiday, Christina May Misahon, and a Jane Doe. All 6 are cleared. The prosecutors say Dee's tweet is not merely an expression of disgust, but an imputation that the congresswoman is a thief. Dee tweeted on August 14, "The money for commuters and drivers went to her wedding. Let's not prolong this conversation and don't say otherwise." Prosecutors add it did not help that Dee acknowledged the error and repercussions of his tweet and apologized 3 days later. Calling someone a thief without proof and with heavy malice is where to draw the line, as this is already libelous.